YouTubers? Today we're going to time an LSV. So first off, if you're replacing a timing belt, if you want to, you can take pictures before you take the belt off. That way you have an idea of how it's routed. You're going to have to take timing covers off, valve cover, you're going to have to take your crank pulley off, and you're probably going to be in the car. The engine is most likely going to be in the car. Anyways, there's a couple ways that you can line up your cams. For an LS, it's going to be a little different, but for a VTEC head, right here you have these holes in the oil rails for the VTEC. So you can take some Allen wrenches and actually stick them right in there, because the cams have holes at top dead center, so you can line it up and the cams won't move. This one's right here on the exhaust cam. The intake cam is going to be on this side. And these rails are swappable, so that's why they have the two holes right here, just in case you were to get the rails backwards, or something rather. Anyways, so I have this tool right here. I bought it from Street Rays. It's pretty nice, pretty convenient, and it keeps the cam gears locked in place, which is really nice. Don't have to, get my Allen wrenches out and see which one fits and whatnot. So anyways, once you get your cam gears lined up, you're gonna want to line up your crank pulley right here. See, it's got a little line right there on the pulley, and then you have an arrow on the oil pump. So line this up. This is going to be at top dead center, and usually if you get a kit, you'll get a new timing tensioner. While you're down there, you might as well do a water pump. Water pumps tend to fail here and there every so often, so that would be a smart investment. So that way, if a water pump does take a shit on you 15,000 miles down the road, you don't have to, if you swapped it out, it's not going to happen to you in 15,000 miles. So anyways, I'll show you guys how I put it on. It could differ, if you'd like to do it one way or another, but this is the way I like to do it, just because it's easier for me. So I start with the cam gears first, put it on there, bring it down to the crank pulley, put it on the crank pulley, and then the water pump, and then the last part of the belt, I have the tensioner. So all I have to do is just pull the tensioner down, put the belt on. You can see it's not all the way on there. It's a little easier if it's just kind of hanging off a little bit. That way you're not fighting this tensioner trying to get this belt on. And once you do get it on, just shove it on there. Just like so. And then double check your marks. If you're using the Allen keys, make sure to check your cam gears, make sure that they're lined up, and make sure your cam gears are facing up as well. They have up marks, unless you have aftermarket cam gears. And then come down here to the crank pulley, make sure your mark is pretty dang close, which we're dead on right there. And then once you get your belt on, I take a pry bar and 40 foot-pounds on a 1/2-inch torque wrench. Tighten it just a little bit, put a little tension on there. Tighten it down. $40 foot-pounds. Check your belt tension. See right here? This guy's a little tight. So we don't want it this tight. We want to be able to turn it 90 degrees and have still a little bit of flex in it. So if the belt was left like this, it would wind. You don't want that. It'll be okay, but ultimately it's gonna cause for more faster belt wear. So we're gonna loosen this back up. a little tension off of it. And we're just going to kind of hold it in place. Torque it back down. There it is. Check it again. See, we got a little play. We can turn it 90 degrees. We still got a little bit of play. That's about the correct. You could probably go a little bit looser, but I like my belts a little bit tighter. So, but that's good right there. So, yeah, that's how to time a LSV or a B18C, something that's VTEC. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, comment below. Make sure to subscribe. Peace out.